Today we're going to be talking about how to find balance, how to find that me time that we need so much, and tips and tricks in how to survive a busy life. I have here today Natalie.
Hey everybody.
The go-to girl. She is the author of If Only They Told Me, Baby, Sex and Cup of Tea. Who doesn't like at least two things out of this, isn't it? We love that.
You don't have to say which one.
Now, Natalie, you live a busy life, isn't it?
I think everybody does, but yes, I do.
Now, Natalie, she's a woman entrepreneur. And can you tell us a little bit more about what you do in your day and your career?
Yeah, in my day, like most people, I do a ton of things. I'm definitely one that I do love being busy. I do love doing lots of things. But I think for me, the key is making sure you're in that zone of love. So if you're pulled in all directions and you're doing things that you feel frustrated about, you don't want to be doing, you're a bit bitter and resentful about it, that's not good busy. That's what I call bad busy, right? But if you're doing things that you love.
And we all have been there. We all have been there on the bad busy.
Yeah.
You have 3 children, isn't it? And your mom, a wife, and you also run your own business, isn't it? What is it, Natalie? What is your business about?
So I've got a couple of businesses. I started off, thank you for mentioning my book. So I started off actually as an author of this parenting book, and we focused on the early years. Now, just recently, I launched my own video series where we're looking at teens and tweens, because now my kids have grown up. They're, well, not grown up, but they're 8, 10, and 12. So on one hand, I still am kind of not a parenting expert. I like the term motherhood mentor to help us moms navigate the journey, which is so exciting and challenging at the same time. Hey, you guys on the Facebook Live. But also I have a business called Go To Girl. So I work with women entrepreneurs, specifically speakers wanting to get their message out. And then I also am a big advocate, and I've got a beautiful team with my doTERRA essential oils business. So I kind of have these 3 Olympic rings of business going on.
So that tells me that you live a busy life.
Yeah.
How do you find balance? How do you find time to have me time?
Well, I've not been amazing at the me time thing. I love working. I love what I do. So for me, I really have to make a concerted effort. And so I always say it's not about finding the time. It's about allocating the time, right? So it's about prioritizing the time.
So you set the time.
Yeah. And so for me, I guess one of the things, definitely, I'll mention the oils, was when they came into my life, I was like, oh my gosh, these are the oils. And I can, in the busy day, when I wake up in the morning before I go and make a school lunch or like fold the washing or whatever, I will take the time to put some oils in my hand, breathe them in, get myself centered and motivated for the day. So I'll take that time for myself, and just that gesture, or that daily ritual or that part of your routine, I think is like, it's kind of an ode to yourself. It's honoring yourself. And I think if we can do that, maybe not oils, but in your own way, taking time for yourself in little moments throughout the day.
Little moments to be able to reach out so you can give it back, isn't it?
Definitely.
Because what I find being a mom as well is that you're constantly giving. Everybody is taking a little bit of you, of me, and it's finding those little moments to be able to give it back, to be able to recharge. So that's why, guys, I keep saying me time is not selfish. Me time is spending time with you to recharge so you can give. So be brave, isn't it? I believe that today we don't talk enough about, we talk about how women need to ask for help for this, for that, with their suffering postnatal depression or this and that, but we are not promoting women to spend time with themselves. We actually some people might look with a funny eye, like, oh, you need time away from your family. Why do you need that? It's so you can recharge, so you can continue giving, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the things I found is that a lot of the moms in the early years, they kind of do this thing, I call it the give. So they're giving everything. And especially in those early years, I'm like, the kid, they'll suck you dry. Like, your kids will take all the energy you've got, of course. And you're a teacher, you know how it is. The kids are like, they'll just, right? You have to have boundaries. You got to make moments, create moments and opportunities for yourself. And so I know one of the things you're going to be talking about in one of your upcoming videos, you're going to talk about beauty. That is one way that people, take time for themselves. They make an appointment, because when you make an appointment, You got to show up.
Yes, it is. And I think that when you look good, you feel good, isn't it? When you look after yourself, you might not be feeling the best, but when you look after, there's a lot of people. Hi, Anne.
Yay.
And then up there we have Shannon. Oh, hello. Love you, Shannon. And Michelle is there as well. Oh, hello. Great to have you guys here. Comment below what you do for your me time. How do you find a time to recharge your battery so you can continue giving for the people around you? And we will make sure to schedule it in our next topic and talk about it, isn't it? Now, Natalie, one more thing that I'd like to ask you. If for the moms out there that are dealing with a lot, jiggling a lot in their life, it might be family, it might be kids, it might be work, all at once, what would you recommend for those little, they might not have that time slot in yet to be able to spend with time, they need to up their brave or something like that in asking for help to be able to have that space? What type of empowerment words would you have for them to encourage them to spend time with themselves?
I think if you listen to anything I talk about, I always say what you want. Say what you want. And I think if women just said what they want, and I don't mean futuristic, big picture, long-term goals and that type of thing. I just mean in the micro moments, like say what you actually want. And I remember this one scene. I was with my cousin. We were in Christchurch. This was many, many years ago, maybe 10 years ago. And she was just getting really frustrated with things. And she was like, all I want is a cleaner. And she was like, oh my gosh, all I want is a cleaner. She would like, my life would be so much easier. And sometimes in those moments when we get frazzled, those moments of, oh, that truth comes out. And so I know, at least with my kids, when they get in each other's face and they start squabbling about things, and I'll say like, worry about yourself, focus on yourself. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that's brilliant. If everyone just focused on themselves, and I intentionally use the word focus, not worry, because I thought worry is not a great word, is everyone just focused on themselves and looked after number one, the world would be a better place. So I agree with your beautiful words when you say me time isn't selfish. And I think it's so true.
Yes, that is me taking care of me. I'm scheduling time to look after myself so I can continue giving. Some more people online. Michelle, hi, beautiful. Hello. Look, people are coming.
Tracy.
Good to have you guys on board. Now, I know you're a big doTERRA entrepreneur. And what would you recommend for a mom that is living a busy life and is wanting sometimes just to focus or to invigorate or to be able to cope with their day?
So tea tree is known as the oil of boundaries. And so sometimes people they're not amazing at doing me time because they don't have boundaries. So they'll think, oh, I'm going to lie on bed and I'm going to read a book later. It's going to be amazing. But then the phone will ring and they'll think, oh, I should really get the phone. But they actually want to lie down in bed and have that nap or read the book or whatever. So I think it's coming back to saying what you want. Go, hang on a second, before I serve everybody else in life.
Yes.
What do I actually want to do? Or it's a matter of having boundaries. So tea tree is the oil of boundaries. And the other one I'll mention, which is ginger. Now, ginger is the oil of empowerment. So some people feel like, oh, but I feel bad booking a nail appointment, or gosh, I feel guilty. I don't believe in guilt, so I don't do guilt, but I know a lot of people fall down that trap. And so I think ginger, the oil of empowerment, whether you drop it in your hand or you put it in the diffuser, can help you be like, I'm empowered, I'm ready to say what I want, and I'm ready to take action and
I need some of that in my life.
Do what I want.
Yeah. Shannon just commented there. Nat, a cleaner changed my life. It's fortnight and a whole house gets done at once. Oh, I agree. When you were talking about the cleaner, I was thinking back in my head when I had to justify for my husband why I was paying a cleaner at home. And it's like, why are you wasting that money? I'm like, no. That's an investment. I arrive home and it's nice and tidy and I am happy and recharged.
And Shannon says a walk on the beach for her me time.
Oh, that's
no
nice.
Phone signal, or send hubby and the kids out for a bit of leave me in a quiet house. Girls' night every month or so. Girls' night, yes.
Yes, definitely. Girls' night is a great way to get together and empower. And actually, there's research that says that it's very powerful for women to have a girls' night. Okay. Now, Nat, one thing that it keeps coming to my mind when I think about me time is that how guilty some of us may feel when we first trying to establish me time, you know. Let's say you're a mom with a young child or a young babe, and being able to say, can you look after my child for a couple of hours so I can go and get a facial, a massage. I'm not talking about a cup of tea with the coffee ladies that you hang out when you have your first baby. No, by the time you have second, third, you don't do that anymore, I think. But it's not that. It's be able to have time for yourself and find the courage, you know, to be able to speak. There is a lot of barriers there. And let's hope, guys, that by promoting a little bit of me time, that we're going to get that message out there, and women will find empowered to be able to say, hey, I need to spend time with me and not being selfish. I just need to recharge, rediscover myself, so you don't lose yourself in the process of motherhood, wife, and a working woman.
Yeah, exactly. You mentioned about the guilt, and I think partly the key is to look past the immediate. So instead of going, oh, I feel bad asking for help for them to babysit my child so I can get my hair cut. In fact, I had a friend do that the other day. She messaged me, hey, can my boy come to your house after school because an appointment came available for my hair and I would love to get it. And I was like, oh my gosh, no problem. We love helping each other out. And so she definitely, hopefully, didn't feel guilty. I think we need to look at the bigger picture of things and going, hang on a second. What do I want? I want to be a fun, empowered mom who's present with my kids, who actually feels confident about how I look. So does booking this hair appointment and therefore asking my friend to babysit guide me towards that path of being a fun, confident, empowered, loving mom? Yes, it does. Am I going to book the appointment? Yes, I am. I think so. You're looking past the appointment. You're going, does this fit with who I want to be and who I want to show up as? And does it help me be that person? Yes, it does. So if it's a yes, it's a yes. And if it's a no, it's a no.
And that's simple as it is.
I think so.
Let's see if anybody else have commented down there. All right. Welcome, Sarah. Welcome, Sandy. Good to see you there. Comment below what you do for your me time. I know you both live very busy lives. Let us know what you do to recharge your batteries, okay? And guys, this is us for today. It was great to have you here, Nat. It was great to be inspired by you. Nat does so much in her life, and if she can find time to have me time, so can you guys, okay? I want to empower you to take some time this weekend. Ask for some time for yourself and be generous. A couple of hours. Sometimes you need more. Sometimes you need a half day, a whole day. So be generous with yourself, okay? Keep in touch and watch this space. We're going to be bringing more specialists on the area to talk about me time with you. And if I am looking over there and over here and over there, there's 3 cameras in this room, guys. So forgive us if we are not looking straight at you, but find time to find your balance and have me time.